Hi, everyone. My name is Kristen Husted, and today's Higher Wisdom message has come to me for a couple weeks now. But in the past 3 days, it has come almost with the exact wording. So, as I had said before in my last video, I'm really just kind of sitting in a space of just hearing. And when a message comes over and over again, either through intuition or a knowing, or in my meditative space where I'm actually receiving downloads and writing them down, I am noticing. So as I've been listening to this message, it's very uh, intricate. There's a lot to this message. And the message it came to me, oh gosh, I think like a couple weeks ago or so. I kept hearing the word newness, newness, newness. That new life, new beginnings is happening. And so of course I tell my husband, hey, I feel like there's new beginnings happening. And he's an engineer and very logical. And he's like, well, that's probably just in your life. And I go, but it feels like a global newness. Something new is coming, something big, like there's a big energy coming. And and so I just kind of just noticed, right? It's my new thing. I'm really waiting till a lot of information comes, and I feel like it's definitely a forward step, something to come and deliver on to YouTube in order to help us all to navigate these times of change. Okay, so I heard newness, and then I feel the confusion of change. There's change, and we're bubbling up our old stories and wounds in order to heal. So it feels different. It feels more intense. I've said this on a few videos. This bubbling up of the old narrative is coming for a lot of people very intensely in order to clear, right? Because our emotional bodies hold on to past traumas and events, and that keeps our life force energy stuck, and it keeps actually from us from awakening to all we can be, because we are stuck in that wounded state. So a lot of clearing is happening, and a lot of people are finding their lives upside down. So, and it wasn't like I was just noticing like, oh, there's a lot going on with people. It had a meaning behind it. This newness is here to push up and out what no longer serves us in order for us to progress forward. So, okay, so I'm still kind of listening and just deciphering. Then I get at every time that we heal from these events and these old traumas, we are helping the collective, right? And that's a message that's been coming through for a long time, is when you heal, you help others heal. But it feels like more intentional now. It feels like we're becoming more alive with this awareness that as we walk through, we are helping our brothers and sisters energetically to walk through the same disbeliefs that they struggle with, or the similar disbeliefs that they struggle with, and we're energetically helping them when we conquer that. Okay, so then I felt like the energies feel very much new in June, like new beginnings, and then big energy in July. And it feels big, like I was getting really big downloads last December and January. It feels like that kind of big energy coming. So I thought, okay, so I'll just notice. So I go into meditation, and 2 or 3 days in a row now, it has come with this flash, this solar light, these waves, this flash of light is coming. And it's whether we see the or feel the solar waves or not, the message is that it is here to help us remember. And so in the message that I'm going to read just in a moment here, it talks about how we'll get these waves of remembrance, and we'll remember a lot of our past lives, a lot of who we are, a lot of our knowledge, and then it will kind of dissipate. And another wave will come and it will bring forth knowledge, and then it will dissipate. And what they say in this message is it'll bring us into this place of awakening, like aha moments, and then it will kind of fade away. And as we slowly walk into this awakening, we're going to start talking more like, hey, did you feel this? I felt this. I felt like I remember this past life, or I felt like I remembered this, or whatever it is that you are getting a remembrance of. It will spark conversation. It will get the ball rolling more. And so remember, all these messages from Sophia, who's known as the Wisdom of Ages or God Within, this wisdom is here to say, hey, nothing happens outside of yourself. So if we're looking for change, it has to start within us. If we're looking for global change, it starts within us. If we're looking for personal change, it starts within us. The work is for us to do. It's not going to come on some magic carpet ride that we're all going to hop on and float away. We are here to make evolutionary shifts in our own consciousness in order to walk into these more elevated states of awareness and what they're calling also dimensional living, where we will be open to seeing many dimensions around us of different beings and different ways to look at life because we have been so closed and shut down. So this message is pretty interesting and fascinating when you take a look at like all that's going on. I do want to, no, I don't want to say the word caution, but I do want to encourage everyone out there to not look for some big event in order to change you. The work is done for you and you only. And yes, we can support each other with channels like this. Yes, we can talk about it. That makes it more exciting because as we change our consciousness, we actually change our reality. So that is very important. But to look for a specific event to change you, that's looking outside yourself. Again, so look for the sensationalism and things like that attract you, and just know that even if all you did was just love and gratitude and non-judgment, you would be on the awakening path. So that's how simple it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read this message. And I called this one a flash of remembrance. And so this message starts out by saying, there is a solar wave that will be hitting the Earth soon that will bring forth more information about your galactic citizenship. You will have instant remembrances, and it will feel as if you've always known this information. You will remember your place in this world amongst the citizens of the universe. You will remember the skills and talents you had from other lifetimes. You will remember how to rebuild and heal by using harmonious sounds, frequency, and light. You will become knowledgeable in this ancient wisdom, and you will remember how to use technology for the highest good. When this solar flash comes, it will penetrate your soul and awaken within you a new path. Be patient as we travel through this photon belt of awakening. This knowledge and wisdom will not last long. It will feel like a flash or a spontaneous remembrance. However, these flashes and knowings will happen more and more as we assist humanity in this awakening. It will spark much conversation amongst the people and that will help awaken more individuals to the truth of who they truly are. As this veil of forgetfulness lifts, all will come in to know the truth. Yet we must say, some will still stay fast asleep, watching television, listening to the news, and buying into the fears of society. For all are on their own path of awakening. As we have been telling you, when one steps into their true self, it sends out a ripple effect to all those around them. For it is within that you will come to know the truth. Observe and take these moments of insights into your heart. Do not try to figure out these times with your logical mind. For what humanity is embarking on is a great evolution of change that has never been experienced before. Stay grounded in your breath and in your heart. Keep yourself neutralized and stabilized through the energy of nature. And give thanks to all our Creator has given you. For it will be in this very attitude of thanksgiving that the veil will soften, and the perceived harsh realities around you will begin to dissolve. Do not buy into the news, the economy, or governmental issues, for all are distractions from the truth of who you are. Once you rise above the perception that life is in turmoil, you will see that life is actually reconfiguring into a greater mastery for those who choose to see. Earth changes and disruptions will happen all over the planet as another means of awakening of both Mother Earth and its people. If you are in these areas of disruption, you will be guided on what to do, for each individual soul has aligned with the events and people in their lives to grow their soul. As we have been telling you, life is a school, a teacher, and all is working before you, not against you, to evolve back into your true I am nature. So let go of the fears and the worries of these changing times and come into the light, for our God is always with you. Holy, holy, holy is who you are. Holy, holy, holy is who we are. For we are all made in the image of our divine creator, Sophia. And before I disconnect from this message, I loved how they talked about we will remember, we'll remember our galactic citizenship, we'll remember how to rebuild and renew and heal through sounds, frequency, tones, and vibrations. We'll remember our place in this universe. And yet, this ancient knowledge, this wisdom of who we are, will penetrate our soul and come into our heart, and then it will leave. And then another maybe remembrance will come in and it'll leave. And they said, be patient as we move through this photon belt of awakening. So I guess this photon belt where maybe the earth is going through. I don't know very much about photon belts, but it sounds like we are moving through some sort of light, like a light area that is awakening us. And this knowledge and wisdom won't last long, but it will feel like a flash or some spontaneous remembrance. However, these flashes and knowings will happen more and more and more as we assist humanity in awakening. And so that'll start us all talking like, oh my gosh, I just remember this, or oh my gosh, I just remember this. And it's interesting because I have been getting these flashes of remembrance for a while now, and it will be really weird. It's like a knowing. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have lived to 200 years before, or I've had um you know another family, or I'll just see myself in different situations and it will feel so real. It'll feel like I'm ageless, timeless. I had I'm knowing once that I'm like, I don't feel like I need to eat anymore. I just need to get sunlight and earth and the air. And I know now that those are just flashes of remembrance. And I just hold on to in my heart and say, that's really fascinating. How cool is that, right? I don't try to figure it out. A while ago, I was trying to figure it out. Like, what does that mean? Oh my gosh, am I going to have another family? Am I going to live to do 200? I don't even attach any meaning to those things anymore. I just am in thankfulness that I'm remembering. And so it's this awakening. And so last night when I was sleeping, I had this feeling of just all this inconsistency, like things were changing and things were never the same, and random events were happening. And when I woke up and I wrote my dreams down, the message I got is like, don't hold on too much to the identity of who you think you are. I am, Kristen living on this earth, and I am a wife and a mother, and I do body work, and all the labels that we put on ourselves, they say hold loosely to those, because there is going to be so much flux and change that really we are going to even be shedding the labels of who we are and coming into our true I am nature, that we are all sparks from God, our divine source. So it's like there's so much change. Just they said in this message, do not try to figure it out with your logical mind. It must be a heart intelligence. It must be like, this is interesting. Observe these moments and just notice them. Okay. Don't try to figure them out. And then they said, be thankful for all that is around us and keep yourself neutralized and stabilized through your breath, through your heart, through the earth. I keep hearing this message over and over again. The earth is here to stabilize these very dense energies. And not only the revolution that we're in of technology, but also this awakening energy. And so everything's in shift and flux. Okay. They keep telling us that the world is in flux, it's in flux. And yet, do not buy into the economy, the news, the governmental issues, because they're distractions. They're distracting you back away from the truth of who you truly are. And you are made of pure love. So again, they say once you rise above that perception that life is always in turmoil and you must see life as it's just everything's falling apart around you. No, it's actually reconfiguring into a greater mastery for those who choose to see it this way. And then they come in again and they say earth changes and disruptions will be happening all over the planet as a means of Mother Earth is awakening and the people are awakening. So if you're in a place where you're having some natural earth changes and weather changes and stuff, just know that that too is there to wake you up. So we all are getting different earth rifts. We have personal earth rifts. Maybe we have earth rifts with the relationships. We have earth rifts with our finances. We'll have changes in our weather, changes in our home, changes in our job. Like everything's in flux. But remember, what they're saying is it's a reconfiguring into a greater mastery. for those who choose to see it. So keep rising above and say, okay, these changes are happening and I'm all in. Because, as I say in this next sentence, life is a school and a teacher. Okay. All is working to evolve you back into your true I am nature. So let go of fear and worries during these changing times and come into the light, for our God is always with you. And then they go, holy, holy, holy is who you are. Holy, holy, holy is who we are. For we are all made in the image of the divine. And I love this message because, again, it's reminding us that, yeah, we'll get the support. So this flash of light, these solar waves, we might see them, we might not, we might feel them, we might not. It doesn't matter. What matters is when you have insights and you have these remembrances, do not discount them. Take them into your heart and just notice them. Go, that's interesting. I must be awakening more. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to figure out, am I going to have another family? Am I going to live to be 200? Am I going to age backwards? All these things that we are going to be kind of coming back into remembrance, they might happen in this lifetime. I don't know. I sure hope so. That'd be really fun. And yet, just to hold loosely and just watch and observe, because the most important thing is to keep coming into alignment in your heart of who you truly are, and let all that old stuff, all those old wounds bubble up, go right into anything that brings you fear. Nothing should bring you fear. That's for all of us, right? Because we are all so powerful. We were made in the image of the divine. And so there is no fear. My mom used to always say, fear is false evidence appearing real, or people say fear is forgetting everything is already resolved. So the end goal is we are eternal beings, like to really remember that's who you are, and you cannot die, right? We just transform. And so there's just a lot of beautiful concepts that we are taking in this awakening. And what a beautiful time that we can all come together and we can talk about this stuff. And it's not like it's crazy or weird or unheard of, or that can't be true. Most people are realizing we're in some sort of change, and most people are excited to really dive into all that they can be. I mean, I don't know very many people who want to stay stuck in the old ways, and yet those ways are sneaky and trickery, and they can cause us a little bit of hiccups in life. But walk right into them, walk right into your fears, say thank you to the past. Oh my gosh, because they are your greatest teachers. I went to this beautiful woman who is a Native American healer, and she was talking about the turtle in their Native American culture. They call it turtle grandmother, and it's a wisdom grandmother. And she carries this beautiful shell, and she carries her wisdom from her lifetime of experiences on her. And her tail is part of her experience, part of who she is. She trusts that in faith that this tail is back there, even though she cannot turn around and see it. She trusts that it is a part of her. And yet, even through all her experiences in life, turtle grandmother walks forward and steady and keeps going forward. And that's what we're called to do. We're called to say, hey, thank you, past. Thank you, trials. Thank you, everyone, for teaching me. I see you, I hear you, but you get to stay there and be a part of my journey of lessons of awakening me. But I'm going to keep moving forward steady, and I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm going to just go strong and steady, and walk strong and steady, and walk into who you're designed to be. Don't try to do this whole awakening too fast. Don't try to figure things out. Don't try to call everyone, oh my gosh, you guys hurry, get on the bandwagon because you're going to miss out on this great awakening. No, their time is of no essence. Everybody is on their own perfect path, and all paths lead back home. That's the one thing that these messages of Sophia keep coming over and over again. All paths lead back home. You cannot make a right or wrong turn in life, because those will just be more lessons for you, right? And so walk away from fear, walk into the wonder mystery life, and how exciting. There's might be some solar energy, some flashes. I'm just not sure how to, in my own human way, I want to say there's solar light coming in, but maybe it's another light. Maybe it's some big energy, but it's going to help us awaken. But the caution is don't keep looking for things outside of you to do the work that is called to be within. And the best work to do is love, gratitude, and non-judgment. All right. Thank you so much and have a great day.